Welcome everyone to this 10-minute yoga for balance practice. My name is Joelle and let's see if we can have some fun today. So no equipment necessary, but of course you can come close to a chair or a wall for a little extra support. And we're going to get started on our back, lying all the way down in the opposite of a balance pose. Just let the floor support your entire body. Think about all the different parts of your body that you can balance on. Not only your feet, but maybe one foot or your toes, your hands, your seat. So many possibilities. And the two most important parts of the body when it comes to balance are the abs and the eyes. So throughout today, make sure to keep the abs engaged and the gaze fixed on a particular point. And then we can pull the knees in towards the chest, maybe rock a little side to side. And then holding behind the knees, we'll start to roll forwards and backwards just a few times here. Massaging the spine, finding a little bit of balance every time you come up. And you might add the arms overhead, a little bit of an extra balance challenge as you come up. Just go at your own pace here, have fun with it. And on your next one, we're going to hold that balance. And you could keep hold of the thighs, so you might reach the arms forward and start doing a couple of toe taps here, just for an extra challenge on that balance. So again, abs and eyes. Abs are squeezed. Choose a point in front of you, focus the eyes there, and that should help with balance. Wonderful, and then we'll release that, hopefully already feeling a little bit warmer. And coming to hands and knees for our next balancing postures. And we're going to reach out our right arm and left leg, and then just barely touch them down. And then try that again. So keep flowing with your breath. You can inhale to extend, exhale to just kiss the mat with your fingertips and your knee. And just keep going here. Abs are nice and tight. And just gazing down at your mat, and then we'll set that down, shake that off, and move to the other side. So inhale, left arm and right leg extend, and then kiss the mat with those fingertips and that knee. And if you fall out of any poses today, don't worry, you can always come back to this video and you'll get the hang of things in no time, I'm sure. Beautiful. Let's set that down as well. Shake it off. Now here's the challenge. We're going to do same side arm and leg. So right arm and right leg reach out and then bring the elbow and knee closer together. So kind of crunching in here. And this is not only a workout for our side body and our abs, but a real balance challenge here. So try to stay with me. Do your best. And we'll set that down. And try the other side. So left arm and left leg are reaching out. And pulling back in. Elbow towards knee on the way in. Abs are tight. Finding one point to focus your gaze on. And we'll set that down. Great job. And now we can come up onto our toes. So staying on the balls of the feet, just coming into a little mini squat here. And you could keep the fingertips on the mat if you'd like. Or you might bring the hands to prayer in front of the chest. And no matter where you are, just start swaying a little bit, side to side, touching one heel down and then the other. Just finding a little flow here as we open up through those hips. And you could keep going with that side-to-side motion, or if you'd like to try a little bit of crow pose playtime, you can plant the hands in front of you, spread the fingers wide, and you might just experiment with lifting one set of toes and then the other, or maybe both. So just a little bit of playtime here, letting go of any expectations. And then we'll sit down. And we can roll our way up to standing. Really nice work. So once you've found your standing position, bring the feet together, squeeze the legs together, and close the eyes. So this is a balancing pose right here. We're used to standing on our feet, of course, but take the time to notice how with the eyes closed, it's that much harder. You might find that you're swaying a little bit, front to back or side to side. So it's just an interesting way to look at things a little bit differently. Great. And then we can open the eyes. Come to one end of your mat and we're going to tiptoe our way back and forth across the mat. So staying up on the balls of the feet and then moving backwards, which is harder than it looks in my opinion. And try to take really controlled steps so we're not just sort of stumbling forwards and back. We're trying to sort of consciously step our feet here. And then we'll release that. We'll try the same thing this time on our heels. So walking on our heels forwards and backwards across the mat, and I find it so hard to reverse directions here, so you might be a lot better at this than I am. Let's try that one more time. Forwards and back, and this is one you can always kind of play around with on your own. Still keeping the abs engaged, smiling. And we'll release that. Beautifully done. Come to the center of your mat now. We'll try our tree pose. So we're turning the right foot out, and you could keep the toes on the mat, or bring the foot to the inside of the calf, or maybe to the inside of the thigh. And bringing the hands to prayer. You could keep the fingertips on a wall or a chair here. And if you want a real challenge, try closing your eyes. And as soon as we take the eyes out of the equation, the abs become that much more important. And now let's switch sides. So left foot to the inside of the right leg, choosing where you'd like to place that foot. Possibly challenging yourself by closing the eyes. Letting the muscles in your right foot, right leg support you, keep you up. It's kind of fun to think about all the different ways we can balance our body. Wonderful, and then we'll shake that one off. And we'll try our old favorite, picking daisies. So standing on your right foot, and we're going to reach down towards the floor as if you were picking something up, and try to keep the left toes off the mat here as you reach down and then straighten back up. You might recognize this one from my standing hip bursitis routine, really good hip strengthener move here. And we'll set that foot down, step it out, and let's try the other side. So usually we have a stronger and a weaker side. It's the case for most of us as we stand on our left foot now and try to keep the right toes off the mat, picking daisies with our left hand. So chances are you'll notice right away if this side feels maybe a little bit more accessible or a little bit tougher than the first side did. And you can always repeat a couple of extra ones on your weaker side if the spirit moves you. And we can come out of that one really nice. Roll the shoulders back, take a moment just to squeeze the abs again. And then standing once more on our left foot, we'll cross the right ankle over the left knee. And we'll come into a standing pigeon fold. So no need to go too far down. You're in charge of how deep your hips sink towards the floor. You can keep the hands on the hips or maybe bring them to prayer in front of the chest. And then release. Shake it off, and we'll try standing on our right foot now. Left ankle over opposite knee. Sinking the hips down. abs and eyes. So abs are squeezed. Pick a point to look at in front of you or maybe on the ground slightly in front of you. Celebrate the challenge to yourself today. Celebrate turning up, taking care of yourself, trying something a little bit different. And we'll set the foot down, shake it off. And bring the feet back together. And we're just going to lift up and down onto the balls of the feet a couple of times. Close the eyes. Notice how you're feeling. And I would love to know if you had fun with this one today. Let me know in the comments. Subscribe for 2 free videos every week. And if you'd like to spend 10 additional minutes on your mat today, try my short ab workout, which I'll link below. Great job, and thanks so much. Namaste.